Hey, Denzel, the team announced another player tested positive for COVID. So just how do you take that news, and is it concerning?
Yeah, it's a concern for us and everybody else in the world. It's the world we live in right now, and uh, as a team, we're just trying to do as best as we can to if someone does get it, limit the amount of people that that gets it, but just trying to stay safe, continue to wear a mask, and if someone's down, then it's next man up.
And we know that you and Taki missed Friday's practice going through the contact tracing process. How weird was that day for you? What was that experience like?
Yeah, just waiting to hear back to see what the results were going to be. Being a close contact of someone that got tested positive, and just waiting to hear back from the training staff, and the NFL. And then so I was luckily tested negative, and just prayers up for the guy that did test positive, for him and his family.
Thank you, Nate. The next question will go to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Denzel, were you surprised that you were, I don't know, considered a close enough contact that they needed to do more research? Because I know you guys are trying to be careful about limiting the contact you guys have between each other.
I mean, you said, was I surprised that I was a close contact?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't surprised. Me and that guy's locker isn't directly next to each other, but I mean, we're in close proximity of each other, like where we could speak to each other and hear each other. So, I mean, I was close enough. So I wasn't surprised by that, though.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Jeff Shadell, you have our next one.
Hey, Denzel, along this COVID line of questioning, what is a typical day like for you when you're not at the facility?
Yeah, for me personally, I mean, I just hang out at home really and just chill. I don't do too much outside of the facility. Just try to stay out the way. Really, don't get myself any closer to anyone coming in contact with someone with COVID or anything. So just really staying out the way and go home, watch film, and wait for the next day of practice.
Would that be how you would do typically without this COVID, or would you at least go out to dinner or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, regular day times back then, yeah, I used to go out to dinner, hang out with some teammates, hang out with some friends, and but that's just not how it is right now with COVID. And if we want to continue to keep a season, just those are some of the things that you can't do anymore. Just got to stay safe and stay out the way.
Thank you, Jeff. Mary Kay Cabot, you have our next question.
Denzel, as one of the, as one of the leaders on the team, and we were talking to Larry Ogunjobi a little bit about this. When you guys go into these intensive protocols, it can probably be kind of isolating and maybe difficult, especially on some of the younger players that are, new to the league, new to this community. So, what can you guys do, or maybe what do you do personally to perhaps maybe reach out to some of the younger guys, or, make sure that they're still feeling connected and that they're okay?
Yeah, I think we're all still connected. I mean, we're all on virtual meetings and can still communicate with one another. So we're able to see each other that way, even though we may not be in meeting rooms or be directly next to each other. We're still able to see and talk to each other, just like this virtual Zoom and FaceTime.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Our next question will go to Anthony Posal.
Hey, Denzel. I wanted to ask you about Ronnie Harrison and how much he's helped anchor things in the secondary recently. So what have you liked about his game over the last couple games now? And, now that you've been able to play with him for a while, how well has he meshed that secondary group?
Yeah, Ronnie's meshed very well. I mean, you guys see he's out there making plays all over the field. He was a great addition to the defense and in our secondary. Like I said, he's been making plays everywhere, doing his job. And when everybody do their job, we win. So put us in the best position.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Scott Petrick, back to you.
Hey, Denzel, when you see Olivier make a couple of sacks against the Raiders and then Larry and Sheldon get in on the act yesterday, does that kind of give you the encouragement that the D-line is kind of finding its groove and might be able to help carry that defense over the final 7 games?
Yeah, definitely. Those guys are playmakers up front, and we all know that they're capable to get to the quarterback and rush just as anybody else. So, I mean, we got a lot of faith in those guys. I know those guys could ball out night in, night out.
And when you look at the difference between the Raiders game where they had success running the ball and then yesterday against Houston in similar weather conditions, what do you think were the biggest differences?
Yeah, it's just a lot of self-inflicted things, really. We went back and seen from that Raiders game what we could fix, things that we messed up on, and just being able to get into practice and fix those things and come into next game and fixing those assignments and better outcome this time.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. PJ Ziegler, you're up next.
Hey, Denzel, you guys have been really good about getting turnovers. And as you look ahead now to the Eagles, you're facing Carson Wentz, who has had his fair share of turnovers. Do you perk up a little bit more in film when you know a guy has a tendency to turn the ball over a little bit more? And what kind of tendencies do you look at on film so that you have an opportunity maybe on Sunday to get your hands on the football?
And yeah, every game, our goal, our mindset is to go in looking for opportunities to get the ball and create turnovers. So, I mean, guys got to show it night in, night out, whether they got tendencies or something before. I mean, it's a new game come next game, and we got to find a way to get the ball, attack the ball, regardless who it is.
Thank you, PJ. Daryl Ryder, you're up next.
Hey, Denzel, as a Northeast Ohio native, how exciting is it for you to have the Browns 6-3 and knowing that you guys from here on out are going to be playing meaningful football and trying to extend your season into January?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, every game is meaningful football at the beginning of the season. You want to try to win every single game, but it's big for the city of Cleveland. Just having to win a record one, so don't want to take that lightly for anybody, and just trying to keep it up. Stay focused and take it one game at a time.
Overcoming adversity has been something that the Browns historically have struggled with. But this year, when negative things happen, whether it's a big play or a score, you guys have a bad loss, you find a way to bounce back in a positive fashion. How much of that is a reflection of Coach Stefanski? Just, where's that coming from this year? Yeah,
definitely coming from the coaching staff, and they're teaching us that throughout practice and throughout off season and all that. So they're doing a great job, but just teaching us the next man up, whatever it may be. Everybody could play. So when guys get in, they're doing their assignment. Maybe some setbacks, but guys stepped in well.
Thank you, Daryl. We'll go to Marla Ridenour for next question.
Yeah, Denzel, my internet is terrible today, but just in terms of, you're defending the passing game, how crazy was it out there yesterday? Were balls sailing like you've never seen before?
Yeah, the wind was blowing a little hard. It was, actually, at the beginning of the game, when they were singing the national anthem, that's when the weather was the craziest of the game. But then we went back in, so I was hoping we could play in that. But once we got back out, it really wasn't as bad as when the national anthem was playing. So the wind did pick up a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. It was fun.
You really wanted to play in that?
I do.
You like that?
That's what football is all about.